Hello, welcome back to a Rumple video. I'm gonna make a video on my Sith team's mods. This current point in the game, the CLS era. I have changed things around. My team has changed dramatically. So I thought I'd go over and show you my mods competing in the top 10 arena against CLS. Go ahead and start with my Trooper. He was the latest addition. I finally required a taunt. I have gone the entire game until CLS without a taunt. And with Sith in the top 10. So it's quite an accomplishment. And I finally was required to get this or I would have gotten back in top 10. Well, anyways, you know me. I've always been favorite to the tenacity mods. 61,000 protection. 90% tenacity. Even got a pretty decent hit. 35% armor. 27 resist. I even got a 30 speed on him. I put a defense up there and tried some other, the primaries, and he was just too slow. He sat just too long. That 30 speed actually really helped. If you notice, I've got an 8 defense secondary. Almost 1,000 protection secondary and some more tenacity. 8 defense, 5 speed. More tenacity to secondary. Protection is a primary. Protection as a secondary. And when I am looking for help, tenacity on this mod as well as a secondary. I don't want that potency. But at the moment, the speed that I wanted for him and the protection I was looking for, this is where I'm at in this mod. But what I really want is that 1.19 potency to be tenacity. 7 speed, another over 12,000, 1,000 protection, more tenacity as you can see, and health. Tenacity is a primary. 14 defense is a secondary, more protection. And once again, I'd love that 1.3 potency as a tenacity, but it is what it is. And some more protection as a primary. 16 defense. Notice I don't have any secondary speeds on him. He's my tank. I tanked him up with all of that. He's working great. They're all tenacity. Huge amount of protection. Huge amount of tenacity. It works well. Of course, maxed out on everything. Gear 12. Sith Assassin. Very important to the team. Gets that turn meter going. She has to be the fastest. She was on all tenacity mods. And I had her speed at 259. And a few of the players in the shard are over 260. So I had to try to keep up with that. And I can still make her a lot faster. So I converted from that tenacity set to the speed. And I got over 260. I lost protection. I did lose some defense and armor. No, I lost a lot of tenacity. I gained some defense and armor. And I think I did lose some protection. But 30 speed and 7 defenses as a secondary. Of course, I love that critical chance to be defense or something. But I get a lot of critical chance in my speed mods. A 10 speed. No defense here. Once again, I need her to be fast. I'm hoping to get me a 15 speed as a secondary here soon. Some more protection. Of course, I don't care about that potency, but that is the fastest speed mod I have right now, so it's on her. Now, for tenacity, I got a 15 speed there, and of course, primary protection. Tenacity there is a secondary. That was a good one. 10 speed, 6 defense, secondary. 16 speed is a secondary and a tenacity up top. I like that tenacity. It keeps the detrimental effects off. And then a 15 speed down here and a 6 defense secondary. That is a great mod. If that was a 1.27 potency with tenacity, it'd be an excellent mod. But it is what it is. She's over 260. She makes it happen too. If she's taken out first by hand, raid hand, and sometimes my game's over. So she's very critical to the team. That's one reason she's got to be so fast. Palp. He's still the spongiest, but he's better. And believe it or not, it's not a Nihilus lead anymore. Against CLS and the Kenobi teams and all the rebels, his lead is fantastic. It works. I got him over on some speed and tenacity. Now the reason I switched from all tenacity over to the speed because his defense and armor went up, which you'll see on the speed set. 30 speed primary and 9 defense secondary. He's got the tenacity as a secondary and protection. Right there, 23 defense is a secondary. So I sacrificed the speed, but he needed the defense. So, and with using Sass, I get Palp up there pretty quick. Primary protection, 14 speed is a secondary, 5 defense is a secondary. I'd have loved that offense to be more defense, but of course it is what it is. 11 speed is secondary, over 1,000 protection, 9 defense and health. That is a great mod right there. And there I go again. My primary is tenacity. 9 speed, 8 defense is a secondary. 15 defense. So, 9 speed is a secondary. Now this is where his protection lags. I gave him at 30k protection on other mods, but I don't have that defense. So that's a mod I'm shopping for there as a protection with the same secondary stats. The 30k protection would help tons. 71% tenacity. He did need some potency. He's a stunner. So, plus his leader gives him even a little more. I think I did take a hit on him actually over... No, actually I grew on him. I'm sorry. The tenacity went down once again. I get that confused. He was like 110% tenacity. I dropped that because he was like 25% armor. He actually went up. He was like 24, 23. It was low. But to get him this high, 26 armor and 27 resist, I had to get over to the speed mods. Excuse me there. It was a little confusing. Yeah, I dropped his tenacity and potency and gained the armor and resist. And I think I lost protection. And his speed, when he was in all those tenacity mods, he was 190 or something. So he did increase his speed quite a bit too. Alright, that's my spongy Palp. Dooku is not on the team now. So we'll go back to him. This is my Sith Arena team I'm going over. Zavage. Savage, I played around with speed from 180 and up, and he is performing better with this much speed. He just sat around too long at 180, and I had him really tanked. He was also in all tenacity mods, and as you can see, when he was at tenacity, he was at 180. He was at almost 100% tenacity, and his armor was about 30, and his resist was about 20. So the speed mods got that resist about 26 to 6%, and the armor another 5% to 35. That really helped him. And then being at that higher speed, he's not sitting around getting hit. He's actually out there using his health steal because he's got 20% plus his Zeta sitting on 43,000 protection. So the speed mods were a great change for my Zavage. There again. My secondary defense. 14 secondary defense and a 12 speed. This is a 4-star. I'm needing this mod as a tenacity, so I've been farming. I would love, of course, a higher protection and more speed, but it is a 4-star. So this is one tenacity mod I am trying to replace. It has been months trying to replace this mod, but there again, high defense. Some more high defense. And yes, I have traded some of these mods with Palp. But you gotta remember, Savage takes a lot of hits. So, and sometimes he's one of my last players on the playing field. So, well, there again, those speed mods are just ferocious on the defense. 10 secondary speed, 7 defense. And once again, I love that primary tenacity. 12 speed, 8 defense. With percentage defense and a percentage tenacity in the secondary. It's once again that high protection as a primary. Good stuff. Last but not least, my old leader. I miss his leading ability, but I must say, Palp came out of nowhere. You know, I tried it in Galactic War one day. It was flawless, and I was like, what? So I tried it in Arena, and it's all maxed, all tenacity. I actually got him kind of. This is Sass's old tenacity set. When I converted her to speed, I gave all these to Nihi. Almost 60,000 protection, as you can see. 90% tenacity. Helps great. My Sith Trooper and Nihi are at 90% tenacity. No defense there. I've been playing around with mods, but I haven't worried about defense on Nihilus. He takes it. 15 speed secondary and an 8 defense. No defense on this one, but I needed to speed Nihi up, and I'm even looking to get Nihi over 230. So that's why I'm lacking the defense. I increased the speed. But I did get protection on this primary. I'd have loved for that offense to be a defense, but it is what it is. More speed once again. I got lucky and got some small defense on this one. There's that tenacity primary. The offense, of course, I'd love to replace with defense, and this is one mod that will get switched when I get everything on there except remove those offenses. But I needed the speed, so I sacrificed that defense. And there's my fastest mod, 19 speed, 7 defense, and all that protection. I'd love that 2.03 potency to be tenacity, but. So there's my setup. How I'm running the team. Stuck with tenacity this whole time. Tenacity and speed. Those will probably be my 2 mod sets that I will use for as far as I can see in the future. Like I said, I'll show you. Dooku doesn't have any mods on it. Oh, he does. Oh, I was lying. Must be holding one for somebody. But I haven't used Dooku. Oh yeah, I was practicing with him in the pit. He doesn't live long enough under a Palp lead. Under Nihi, I've got video of just him flawlessly living, but he doesn't do well, even with that high armor and that high speed. He gets taken out. See, it's not even a set, it's just mods. But anyways, Vader is in my is in my pit team, of course. He's all potency, and it's really helped. Zidius is also on my pit team. So anyways, alright. There are the mods on my arena team. I'm just sure where I'm sitting. I'm thinking I was in 7th. It's a couple hours after my payout, so I'll fall. Yeah. But look, proof right here. I am the only one probably in the top 40. And that mod set is proof of looking, where am I at? .41 is my second closest person is a bad guy, Sith. So, right there's the proof that mod set works. The tenacity, the speed set. I like it. Works great on a Sith team. Especially when I'm surrounded by rebels and Kenobis and yeah. Alright, well thanks for watching. I am top 10. I do get into first. I've got videos of that. I got videos of, if you're curious, there's a video of me battling CLS for first. Check it out. Let me see how great it works. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.